Tower, Adler 1 rolling. Jet in the wind.
Too fast to catch!
March 1945, Lechfeld Airfield, Germany. A gray dawn breaks over a ruined runway. Broken hangars smolder. In the distance, an unfamiliar sound slices through the air like ripping silk. A silver shape darts into view. The Me 262. The Me 262. A machine decades ahead of its time, but when it finally reached the battlefield, it entered a war already lost. Inside the cockpit, Leutnant Hans Keller tightens his gloves. The jet shudders as its twin Junkers engines spool up.
Tower, Adler 1 rolling. Jet in the wind.
He rockets off the strip. Allied P-51 Mustangs appear on radar. A formation escorting B-17s. Keller climbs, fast, impossibly fast. Below, Mustang pilot Lieutenant David Rosen spots a silver blur shooting upward.
Holy hell! He's already behind us!
The Me-262 dives, guns blazing. A B-17 erupts in fire. The sky becomes chaos. The Allies had numbers, discipline, but against the first jet fighter in combat history, even the best pilots asked the same question. Could we even win? The Me-262 soars above the Mustangs. Untouchable, it peels into a shallow dive and slices through another bomber. One B-17 spirals down, engines flaming. Parachutes bloom beneath it like white blossoms and smoke. The jet was revolutionary. 540 miles per hour, 4 30mm cannons. The Me-262 could do in seconds what Piston planes did in minutes. Lieutenant Rosen watches the jet vanish beyond cloud cover. He dives after it, his P-51 howling in protest.
Come on, give me a chance!
But the Me-262 is already gone. Meanwhile, Keller checks his gauges, fuel low. He banks toward home.
Too fast to catch. Too slow to last.
On the ground, Luftwaffe mechanics scramble to refuel another Me-262. Allied bombers strike the airfield almost daily. Jet production can't keep pace. In the air, the Me-262 ruled, but on the ground, it was fragile. Engines needed hand-cranked starts. Concrete runways cracked beneath its weight. Rosen lands, slamming his canopy open.
If we don't get him on the ground, we don't get him at all.
Royal Air Force intelligence briefs pilots with grainy photographs.
This is your new target. It's fast, it's deadly, and it must never leave the runway.
Squadrons shift focus. Mission priority: destroy Me-262S before takeoff. April 3rd, 1945. Lechfeld. Dawn again. Jets prepare for sortie. Keller dons his flight helmet. Suddenly, sirens. P-47 Thunderbolts dive in low.
Flieger alarm! Take cover!
Explosions tear through fuel lines. A parked 262 erupts into flames. Keller sprints across the tarmac, dragging another pilot from burning wreckage. Allied pilots learned. The Me-262 was unbeatable in the air, but grounded, it was helpless. In the chaos, 2 Me-262s managed to take off. One climbs, only to be ripped apart seconds later by a strafing Mustang. Rosen pulls up, smoke behind him.
Catch them before they can even climb. That's the trick.
It became a war of ambushes, of reaction, not dominance. The jet could not turn the tide, but it could bloody the river. May 1945, Oberst Leutnant Franz Schall, jet ace, prepares for his final sortie. 137 combat missions, 17 kills. He boards a Me-262, nerve-steeled.
They say speed wins wars. Let's see.
He launches fast, intercepting a flight of B-24 Liberators. His cannons fire. 2 bombers go down within seconds. The Me-262 could devastate, but it was no dogfighter, and speed had limits. A squadron of P-51s dives on him. Schall breaks left, but he's too low, too slow exiting his attack run. 1.50 caliber burst hits an engine. Flames blossom.
Verdammt! Come on!
He ejects too late. The parachute flutters, but the ground rises fast. A black cloud marks his impact. He was one of the Luftwaffe's best. But even the best couldn't outrun gravity, or the war closing in around them. On the Allied side, Rosen marks another 262 destroyed. He doesn't cheer.
He was damn good.
German high command reels. Hitler's obsession with turning the Me-262 into a bomber delays its deployment. It could have arrived a year earlier. Luftwaffe General Galland argues with Hitler in newsreels.
You don't send racehorses to pull artillery.
The Me-262 was crippled before it ever flew. By politics, logistics, and the desperate grasp of a dying Reich. By May, jet fuel is scarce. Airfields are craters. Only a few jets fly. Allied pilots continue to prioritize takeoff zones. Victory nears. But each flight of 262s still haunts them. Jaeger in a debriefing.
You saw one? You got one chance. If you missed, he was gone.
Back in Germany, Keller walks alone through wreckage. Another 262 lies broken. The war is ending.
Too many graves, not enough wings.
The jet fought like a thunderbolt. But wars are not won by technology alone. They're won by supply chains, fuel lines, and time. The war ends. Dozens of Me-262s are captured. American and Soviet engineers descend like hawks. The Cold War jet age is born from German wreckage. Its time had come, but too late for victory. Just in time to shape the next war, captured 262 seconds are test flown. Chuck Yeager and others marvel at its climb, its handling, but they note its flaws.
She was fast, but she handled like a pig in a dogfight.
Rosen walks through a scrapyard of grounded jets.
All that genius, and they buried it under rubble and ruin.
Meanwhile, engineers at Boeing, Lockheed, and Mikoyan draw blueprints. Jet fighters are the new gold rush. Galland, post-war, speaks to a British reporter.
We built the future. We just couldn't live in it.
Today, a pristine Me-262 sits in a museum. Children peer into its cockpit. The plaque reads, "The world's first jet fighter. Too fast for its time." In 1945, it flew faster than anything alive, but speed alone couldn't stop what was coming. It was a miracle in the wrong war cut to restored footage. Silver jets slicing through clouds. P-51s on patrol. Dogfights over Europe. Rosen, old and weathered, stands beside a replica. In the sky's memory, the Me-262 still roars, the first of its kind, and the last hope of an empire fading into smoke. It came too late to change the war, but not too late to change the world. The Me-262 was more than just a weapon. It was a revelation, a glimpse of what tomorrow's skies would hold. Its roar spoke not of victory, but of inevitability. For in its brief flashes of dominance, every pilot understood. The jet age had arrived. The Allies would win the war, but the future belonged to machines like this. And in the silence that followed its final flights, one truth remained. The world of aviation would never again return to propellers alone. The Allies learned quickly. Catch the jet on takeoff, starve it of fuel, bury its runways in craters. And so the miracle machine that should have ruled the skies became a hunted ghost, terrifying in flashes but powerless to alter the war's end. Yet its legacy endured. From its wreckage, a new age was born. The Cold War jet race, the supersonic frontier, the very shape of modern air power. All carried the Tu-62's shadow,